Good morning once again, and welcome to the Haven Financial Group radio show. Thanks for listening. Feel free to give us a call. Yes, we're talking about Haven Financial Group, myself with my wife, Rachelle Kallevig, the office manager, just giving you a little background of who we are, what we stand for, how the company started. If anything resonates or you have more questions or you just want to come in and visit with us, 612-504-8400. havenfinancialgroup.com. Come to our classes, well-attended classes, all different types of classes. We're very big in education. We have been since the day the doors open.
Now, Rachelle, you talked about the fact that you were in the spa business, which I'm fascinated by the way. You and we'll have to gather at some point so we can get some of the story back there. But you decided to go home with the girls, and then Larry made the decision, and I'm sure the two of you made it together, that you would form this company. At what point then did you come back into the business?
So my husband said our front desk person was part-time youth pastor and full-time here. But we knew one day if she ever had an opportunity to go full youth pastor, she'll do that. Well, she gave notice. And he said, I need you to come in. Would you just please help me at the front desk for a month? Just like a month as I hire somebody. I'm like, okay, you got it. And it's been what, 7, 8?
It's been a lot of months. Let's just put it that way.
You
fell for that, huh?
Yeah,
you fell for that just a month.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've even gotten a raise yet, but anyway.
Listeners, he's gotten a raise.
We've always been a good complement. We actually have had business together before, so we're wired differently. So we've been able to work together, and it's a nice complement. I'm a creative. He's all business and very detailed. So we always been a good complement to each other.
So Larry, when you first started, talk a little bit about the size of the company and how you built it out, because I know that you've sort of added these professionals and these experts as you've gone along.
Yeah, thank you. That's very well said. It started with one other advisor who's still with me, and the front desk person, a little sliver of an office, nothing gaudy, nothing fancy, still nothing gaudy and fancy because that's not our style, but that's the way it started. And I'll tell you, it's like starting any other company. A year to 2.5 years in, it's like, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to work. It's, that with any industry, any business, that there is that timeline for getting things up and off the ground. But then we hit our stride, even through COVID as an essential business. We were busier than busy could get. We have great outspoken clients. The people retired, a lot of Delta folks. And so we've continually grown, especially in the last 5 to 6 years, exponentially. Great clients, great referrals, lots of work. We're not afraid to work and put the time in. That's why we teach a lot of these classes. So again, it started small. We're not small, but I say we're big enough to handle everything and small enough to still care. And that truly is accurate. When we sit down with folks, we're listening. I get it all the time. Well, I talk to my guy and he's not listening. I talk to my advisor, they're not listening. They're not. And again, I'm surprised. Just this last week, I had a couple that was in. They were like scared of their financial advisor. And I'm like, I hear that. Are you kidding me? But I've heard it so many times. There's this sense of this aura about I'm better than you. You're coming to me. We don't own anybody at Haven. Nobody does. If you don't like where you're at, it's a free world. You can go anywhere you want to. So if you're feeling that pressure, every time I call my guy, I feel guilty. Well, that tells me you're probably not in the right place.
Right.
So are we perfect for you? We're not perfect for everybody at Haven Financial Group. But what I can tell you is our clients do get the attention. We wouldn't have had it recently. We had our big client appreciation event, veteran shredding truck. They could shred anything. Our client events are so well attended. We've had to go to 2 or 3 sessions. We pack out. And again, they're truly client appreciation events. There's no sales pitch. There's no nothing. And you know what? We like to have fun. We like to have fun with conversations that aren't always so fun. We're not going to sugarcoat things and make things better than they are. We got to get down to business and really state the facts, but it's going to be part of a conversation. There's no quotas to how many times we can get together. Our clients know us really, really well. Yeah. And I think that's extremely important.
And Rachelle, I think that Larry maybe has answered this question with his last answer, but I'm going to pose it to you. When you guys started this business, you obviously had seen things that you didn't like in the past. Larry talks about, being in a much bigger company and things that over time he started to see and he didn't like. And I'm sure that you in the business that you were in over time just saw management styles and things that you didn't like. So what were some of the things and how have you guys been able to solve those problems and reach the goals that you had hoped as you started the business?
The one thing I really appreciate is that, the saying, build it and they'll come. In business, that's not true. It's be responsible. Don't carry debt on the company. Of course, you'd like to just have this big office right from the get-go, but we started with just a shell, like a couple offices and a tiny reception. And we've grown just little by little, but not excessively and not till we could afford to do so. So we keep the company healthy always. And I really have appreciated that, just being responsible with people's money and making sure that we grow responsible, not grow also just to say, oh, look at us, we've grown, we're big. If we grow and we can't handle people or take care of them at a level of customer service, then there's no point in growing. And so all the pieces have to come together to do it right. So I really appreciate that of how the company has grown and what we've been able to accomplish by adding each person that we've added. We've maintained our staff. We've had a great crew, but we don't just casually just start hiring either. We are looking for a CPA, another one though. So if anybody listening today is a great CPA, ethical, wants to work hard and do right for people, please reach out to me because we are hiring. So sorry, side note.
And I'll add to that. Lance isn't going anywhere. He is our CPA, but
yes,
for capacity, we are looking for another CPA. And on the note of staffing, this has not happened by accident over the last 11 years.
For sure.
The right people have crossed our paths. It's not by accident. I believe it 100%. It was on purpose that we meet the Lances of the world, the Kyles of the world. The right people came at the right time. Carrie's law firm, Carrie Provision Law, and our estate planning partners, the investment team, the right personalities. Chemistry in the office is so important. We're not corporate America. We're never going to be corporate America. We're not going to be stuffy. People, I love when they come in and say, wow, it feels so good here. There's so much activity. It's friendly. If we become stuffy, we need to get into a different industry, and that's not going to happen. So the reality is the right chemistry, the right people, the right clientele, it makes for a really, really fun job. And I don't really even call it a job. It really isn't. We're in the people business, helping people. At the end of the day, we'd love to help you if you're listening. So feel free to give us a call. Come visit us. You have nothing to lose, only information and education to gather.
Well, I hope what people have taken away from this segment is that the two of you have explained that you both came from building careers to taking a chance.
Big time.
You took this chance. You worked really hard and continue to work really hard today. You circled yourself with people who have the same kind of values and goals that you have. And the result of that is that you have an appreciation for the person who walks through the front door and how hard they've worked.
For sure.
And for the money and the retirement that they're trying to put together. And I think that is so important because people are walking in with their life savings and their life's hard work and asking you to help them develop a dream that they've had for 40 years. And to trust that to someone, you have to understand where they've come from. So I hope that's what people are getting from this. And they understand that the two of you understand hard work. You know what it's like to take a risk. You know what it's like to pay for kids going through college. We know that.
And sports is another game changer in today's world
Right.
for these young families. The demands of sports and
Absolutely.
and trainers and all the demands. What was amazing to me when I came over to Haven Financial Group is even if I wanted a small project done at the house, I would get 2 to 3 bids just as business. But people have a guy that they've been with. They never once thought to get a second or even third opinion. And that's their whole life savings. So that always amazed me that people really never did a under the hood check with their financial situation. It amazed me.
Right. Yeah, Kim, I say, I'm not really that good. I'm a quarterback surrounded by lots of good players that make me look better some days. We're not a one-trick pony shop. We have all the personalities that are available to anybody that comes through those doors. It's not about me. It's about the client, and you have all of us at your fingertips in any of these retirement areas. And we like transparency. We like to explain things. That's the name of the game, and it's why we teach a lot of classes.
612-504-8400. That is how you get hold of our friends at Haven Financial Group. Give them a call. Tell them you heard all of us here on the radio. You'd like to come in for a free consultation, talk about your goals and your dreams for your retirement, and see if the folks at Haven Financial Group can't partner with you and you partner with them. When we come back, we want to talk about DIY danger, protecting the surviving spouse. This is important. Rachelle is with us today. We're so glad that she could come and join us. We're getting the inside story here at Haven Financial Group. Stay with us, everyone. You're listening to the Haven Financial Group radio show.